Welcome back to the MSU Federal Credit Union Coaches Show.
Junior transfer Sean Kerrigan has had quite the start to his MSU career. Kerrigan was the only player to find the back of the net in a pair of 1-0 win for the Spartans, one coming at home against Dayton and the other on the road against number 10 at Notre Dame. Our Tyler Driesinga sat down with him and explains how his obsession for soccer landed him in East Lansing.
Sean Kerrigan is making himself right at home in his first season with Michigan State soccer, even if East Lansing is an ocean away from his hometown of Sligo, Ireland.
I grew up in a town that only has 1,900 people in it, so that's quite cool in itself how everyone you meet, everyone knows each other. So I go downtown to the shop and I stop and have a conversation with about 5 or 6 different people. Especially when I'm home, everyone's interested in how I'm getting on. It's like I'm having the same conversation with everyone, but it's still quite cool to see that everyone has an interest and cares about it.
Kerrigan says a love of soccer was instilled in him as far back as he can remember. So too was a love for another popular Irish sport called Gaelic.
I compare it to American football there, how popular it is. So everyone plays soccer in Gaelic growing up. And then you kind of, if you want to play soccer for a living, you kind of stop playing Gaelic when you're like 16. So everyone's mad for soccer and everyone's mad for Gaelic, but then when you grow up, you kind of make a decision and play one. Kerrigan's
decision was to play soccer. But in the Irish system, a player's options after high school are to go pro or stop playing and go to college. College-affiliated soccer does not exist in Ireland.
At what point did you realize you wanted to come play soccer in America?
It was actually a really quick decision for me. I just kind of seen a lot of my friends go into the pro setup at home, and it's really cool to call yourself a pro, but they weren't really playing that much. And I mean, it's a risk, you know, if you're not playing that much and not going to school, going to college, you've nothing really to fall back on. So my idea was to come here, play soccer and have my college, and then I can really try go pro after and fall back on the school if I need it.
A family friend got Kerrigan in touch with a few schools, and he started his college career at Mercyhurst University, a Division II school in Erie, Pennsylvania.
He said to me that the best thing to do for me was go to D2 and prove yourself in America, and then the American coaches will come looking for you, and happily that's what happened.
He adjusted quickly to American soccer and earned second-team All-American honors after scoring 20 goals as a sophomore. Confident he was ready for Division I, he entered the transfer portal and came to Michigan State.
How has the transition been as you've adjusted to East Lansing and MSU's culture?
It was tough initially in the spring because I was injured all semester, so that was really tough. I feel like it was harder to get close to the lads, you know, because I hadn't really proved myself on the pitch, so I didn't want to be someone that's talking a lot in the dressing room. You know, I didn't earn the right to do that, so I think this semester has been a lot easier for me.
On the field, Kerrigan has fit in seamlessly. His first Spartan goal was a dramatic game-winning penalty kick in the final minutes against Dayton. But away from the pitch, Kerrigan admits homesickness has been a constant challenge.
It's really tough being away from home. But I guess when you come over here, if I was coming to college without playing for a team, it'd be really hard and you'd be really homesick. But when you go into a team, you kind of make friends straight away and they've kind of become your family. But obviously there's days where the game ends and all the players go and see their family after the match and you don't see yours. That's tough, but it's just something you have to get over, I guess.
What have been some of the other hard parts of adjusting to life here in America?
I would say the food is very different. I've had troubles with that, you know. I prefer the food back home. I mean, as people, I think we're very different as well. I think the banter is very different. Back home, I feel like we're very sarcastic in our jokes, and it's not as understood here. So I kind of have to adapt to that, how to speak to people, but you adapt very quick.
A deep-seated love of soccer has captivated Sean Kerrigan since he was a little kid. It's a love that compelled him to move across the Atlantic Ocean and to spend countless hours practicing. But for all the effort he's poured into soccer, he says the game has rewarded him with friendships that will last a lifetime.
For me, I don't know what friends I would have made in my life if it weren't for this sport, you know. So I think the best thing about all my experiences from my first days in my hometown playing every single team I played for, I think my best friends are all from them teams. So I think that's the most amazing thing about it.
Thanks in part to Kerrigan's heroics in the wins over Dayton and Notre Dame, the Spartans were able to crack into the national rankings, coming in at number 22 in the United Coaches poll.